Of course, another day, another person compared about Astrobot. So if you do not know what Astrobot is, if you've been living under the dark, if you've been living under a rock, it's this game Sony made for the PS5. And for once, Sony has probably made an okay game for the PS5, not a woke political game, not a game that, is also on the PS4. A truly next gen game that people of all walks of life can enjoy without any agenda. Will Sony take anything good from this? Well, given by the new Naughty Dog game, no, they won't. But Astrobot is a game that a lot of people like. It has universal acclaim by fans and critics. But of course, people are upset because the game won Game of the Year, probably over the press's Stellar Blade. Let's be honest. Basically a flagship Nintendo game with a 4K better sound design and a better controller. Oh duh, why is it Game of the Year? And yeah, it's because Stellar Blade wasn't nominated. I really think a lot of these people are upset are either Nintendo fans or Stellar Blade fans, okay? Because Stellar Blade fans, they were pissed at their game. Like, I'm sorry, the whole thing of Stellar Blade, okay? The game's gonna be forgotten by next year, most likely, okay? you know, Stellar Blade's gonna be and wait, the reason the PC version, people was talking about Stellar Blade because of the PC version. Okay, by 2026, Stellar Blade will be forgotten. Okay, almost guarantee you that because most people don't care about Stellar Blade. Okay, if you're asking normally, what do you know about Stellar Blade? They'll ask, oh, the character has boobs, big boobs. Oh, that's it? What do you know anything about the story or gameplay? Oh, no, I don't. All I know is the character has big boobs. And that's why Stellar Blade flopped. That's why it flopped. That's why it didn't get any nominations. That's why its sales-wise, the game didn't really do too well compared to like a Spider-Man. Okay, I get it. There is a bias toward, like, as proven by box office in Hollywood and that's the gaming industry in general, that there is a bias towards, pre-existing IPs and pre-existing characters like Spider-Man or God of War or for example, Nintendo with Mario. Okay, as well. But Stellar Blade, but even then, new IPs can sell. Back with Wukong, it's technically not a new IP. It's based off the Monkey King, which existed for a while. But Power World did pretty well, and that's a new IP. Okay, it did so well that Nintendo decided to sue Power World anyways. But Power World did pretty well. Balatro did pretty well. So don't give me the whole excuse that new IPs in gaming don't sell because there were two very successful indie games this year that did so successful that they got nominations. Not Power World, probably because it released at the beginning of the year, but Balatro was a very successful indie game. It got nominations. But Stellar Blade wasn't very successful because Balatro, people will tell you about Balatro and people will tell you about, Balatro is a game, basically poker. Okay? That's easy to understand. Okay? Same thing with Power World. Pokemon with guns. Okay? That's easy to understand. Oh, Stellar Blade. Big boob lady. A game about a robot lady with big boobs and big ass. Oh yeah. Oh, why would I buy that? Like what? Why would I buy it? Like what's the story? What the game? Oh, no, it has no story. It had to go with big boobs and big ass. Please buy because that's what we want in gaming. And of course, that's the entire reason why Stellar Blade flopped. Okay, I'm not, and of course, I don't really think the game's probably a bad game considering the fact that the user score is pretty high for the game because you actually have to play a game to give it a user rating. But if you just heard what people said about Stellar Blade, because the character is sexy, and that's the only reason why people bought it, okay, then what's still about the game? What's about Stellar Blade that's worth buying? Okay, if that's all people talk about, is Eve's character design, nothing else, not the story, not the gameplay. Okay, I think there were some people who did, but most of the talking heads just talks about Eve's character design and Eve's body, and that was the whole talking point because I do think it did boost a little bit of sales for the game. Okay, but you should still at least tell people what the game's about because it could be interesting to some people if the game is interesting. Okay, but again, they didn't do that. Okay, that's also the reason why woke games can fail to sell. Like, what's Concord about? Oh, it's about gay people. It's about DEI. It's about wokeness. It's about same or Star Wars Outlaws. Oh, it's about the character is Latina Mexican. Please buy a game. Well, that's it. Or Concord or Dustborn. What's Dustborn about? it's about gay rights and stuff, and it's the same side of the coin. But I think with woke games, it's even worse because there's no dedicated audience for woke games. There is no dedicated audience for woke games and movies. Okay, and the same problem can apply with Star Wars, but you can apply with Disney movies too. What is Strange World about? I actually found out what Strange World was about when I watched the Disney timeline video, but what I heard from Disney is the movie is about a gay relationship. That's what they were advertising the movie on. Same thing with Right Yell. What is Right Yell about? Unless you saw the trailer, obviously. Oh, it's about two. It has two. The big focal point about the movie was two characters kissing, two female characters kissing. And again, the kiss only lasted for like a second on screen, but that was like the big selling point of the movie. Okay, and that's why both of those movies failed. Okay, that's why Concord, Dustborn, and Dragon Age Vanguard, and Suicide Squad, Killer Justice League failed. Because if you advertise this stuff, not because if you want a movie or a game to be successful, okay, you have to advertise what the game is about. Which is why Astrobot was so successful. But people talk about Astrobot, oh, it's like a Nintendo, it's like Mario. Okay, that stuff will sell. Because people were looking at, oh, it's like Mario. Okay, I'll give it a try. It may not be exactly like Mario, but if I like Mario, I'll like this game. Okay, as well. Okay, that's how you sell a game. Okay, you sell a game or a product based off the story or premise. Okay, which is why the Astrobot was so successful. Okay, you don't sell a game based off the care about boobs or about gay kisses. Okay, you sell a game or movie or book based off the story or based off the gameplay in terms of a game. Okay, or you sell it based off the premise or concept. Okay, which is why Overwatch was so successful. Okay, people like the concept so much, which is why Concord failed because people didn't like the concept so much. Okay, people liked Marvel Rivals mostly because it's linked to Marvel. Okay, not because there has male gays in it, because people like Marvel. People say, oh look, it's Marvel cross Overwatch practically. Okay, we're gonna buy the game. Okay, actually the game is free to play. Sorry, but still, concept is cool. Marvel hero shooter. Okay, something that hasn't been done. Okay, Marvel and multiverses. The problem with multiverses is that I think the reason why people didn't like, I think multiverses was successful at the beginning, but people didn't like the fact that multiverses. This is that's another cast grab. Okay, multiverses I think sort of been successful if they made it a normal $60 game like Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay, they added a story mode. They added single player options. Okay, for the game, and I think the game would have been successful if they added single player options. If multiverses would have been successful, because the problem with Smash Bros. Is that Smash Bros. Does have single player options, but they don't really have a story mode. Multiverses could have easily trounced Smash Bros. In that. They could have easily trounced Nintendo, but they chose to make it a live service game, and Multiverses failed. So what to take from this video? Okay, they need to advertise a game correctly, which is what Astrobot did. Okay, and this is why Astrobot, Sony hasn't released any sales data, but if you look at the sales data, at least in the UK, not in Japan, because Japan is Nintendo land, but in the UK, Astrobot seemed to be having very good rates for a Sony game. Stellar Blade was, again, nowhere to be seen in the top 40. Nowhere to be seen. Okay? But, again, that's what and also Concord was nowhere to be seen either, but that game's already gone. Same thing with Dustborn was nowhere to be seen either. Okay? And I think we need to differentiate between a success and a failure in gaming. Okay? And that's what this video here. Goodbye.